much color to the sunrise this morning. The little clouds there. There's a little bit of color, not a lot. Yeah. Clouds way over that way. Then we get over here and get some clouds that got a little character to them. But that's about it. So we look that way. Then there's some colorful clouds. Weatherman keeps saying they're off the coast. They might come in, who knows. Oh yeah, and there's cows over there. Yeah, there's cows over the other side of the traveler up there too. If we can get in and see them on here. Hey, look at there. And if that's not all the way in, yeah, it's close enough. I can't tell from here. I mean, it could be out a foot or two. If it's out a foot or two, I only got to lift that thing off the ground enough to move it. Doesn't have to be all the way in to swing around or anything like that. So, you know what I'm doing. Just seeing that from up above. That'd be ground fog. And well, it's kind of a hump between where the traveler is and that field. So it's not from moisture from the traveler. That's Mother Nature's. And see if those things bring anything in. I doubt they will. Oh, look at Boomer and her little baby. Just a little bitty turd. Yeah, she don't milk at all, does she? And by the way, she is big and she has big calves, but her calves aren't any bigger than the rest of them when they're born. So, that udder, it works. And she being silly, she just did a hop and a jump around the other two behind her to come over and say hi to that one. Oh, yeah, you sure? Uh-huh. You know, it's harder than hell to get the calves doing that on camera. Oh, pretty cool to get a cow doing that on camera for you. And Dino over there by the tree, kinda. And that one staring at him, now licking herself. That should be Minnie. Should be. There's another one that looks kind of like her. So. Yeah. Oh, you gonna come see me? That's who that is, 618D. Yeah, she's become kind of friendly. Oh, you go the other way, huh? Okay, be that way. Snob. Snob. Just be that way. Then there's Boomer. She just got that look like, what's up? Orb's hiding behind those two trees. It's been a morning. Nothing but issues moving that thing up there. But water's actually flying out that end now. I ran that a little closer to the edge of that hill this time. Ended up taking the tractor around the other side and then hooking the lines up. Problem is, in the meantime, while the pressure was off, there's one joint where the cows are, where it's a T-connector hooking up to a hook. So it's chained, and I don't know if the cows kicked it or what. First time I started to pump, I come down and water just barely started to fly, and then it wasn't flying. It was just pouring out the end. Crap. And I literally looked right up there. And let's see if we can zoom in to see it. I can't make out the fence post behind the tree. Anyway, just to the right of that tree, I could see water flying all over. And of course, the next joint was seeping. And the cows spent half the night there, so there's a big mud bog. Oh yeah, fun times. But it's together. Only 2 hours later, I finally got water actually flying. Way to start the day. I thought this was Thursday, not Monday. Oh well. It is what it is. And number one all week has been here by now. And oh, she just left the house. I texted her 45 minutes ago to see if she was here yet, just in case she was early and she helped me get that line back together. No, I had to unhook half of it, play in the mud. So, yeah, she'll be here in another 45 minutes or so. Yeah, gotta love my morning sometimes. Naked! And yeah, kind of a shoehorn fit in here. I cheated. I went out there, turned around, and I just plugged the wire in, or hooked the hot wire back up, so I better not touch it. I'll get warmed up a bit. Barely get the door open to get in here, and then you got to push the wires out to run the jack. But the way it's in here, if I have to, I can get the hopper out. And yeah, that's getting to be a pretty ugly looking rubber there. Still seals though. These things, they make little plastic nipples that plug them so stuff don't get in. Except they sit out here in the sunlight and deteriorate, and then you're picking them out of there. And I don't know what the bug is we have. I got some little bug that gets in there, and it'll get like 3 or 4 inches of the pipe in there full of what looks like cotton. And I had so much trouble one year with that stuff. It was back in the valves and everything. I thought I got all of it and I didn't. So, see if I can do this one-handed. This is about the cheapest thing that works. Look at that. And it's sealed up. And, you know, generally you got to roll the tape around. Hey, come on. Man, I didn't want to get down here and pick it up. Stand up and get a face full of grease or something. Anyway, this is what I've done with them for, I don't know, probably the last 8 or 10 years. Keeps everything out of them. And now I can go put that thing away. Or somewhere. Little mods this morning. This used to have a 1x4 bolted down. Well, when number one cleaned this up, she hosed out in there access to the grease zerks. Well, until literally 2 minutes ago, this didn't have any drain holes in it. Now it does. I was trying to get it tipped to get the water out of it, because the only way to get the water out was right here. I tore the board off, so I just welded those pads on. And the other thing she did yesterday, I don't like going in between there. You never know if hydraulic line breaks or something happens. By the way, there's a nice thing. All I can do is push it out of the way and step over a hood and everything else. She took the battery box cover off and cleaned that out. And she set it back on, but she didn't latch it. So I got in it, fine. Went to get out, stepped out about here, and I end up, yeah, out there about 20 feet. Busted those 2 tabs off. Luckily it didn't fuck the other one up. Excuse me. But now I'm going to go put this thing away, because I was done. Perfect. Dripping her on the hood. Oh well. That looked good. Tell you what, that's almost 40 years of, well, actually it is 40 years. That's how old the grapple actually is. But hey, my drain hole's working, so if I can get all the junk out of here, then maybe it won't rust the insides out. It's gonna get Ron for you, but I got his truck instead. He brought me a load of dirt to fill in a couple low spots. Those bins are all laid out there waiting for number one to pressure wash them in the morning. She got the rakes cleaned up. She only found one missing tooth, and I said, well, that's fine if you only found one, but you better find the other 2, because I picked up 3 teeth this year. And, hey, look, the Versatile's a little cleaner. Got some stuff put away. being I'm sitting on the bike, I'll just do this. There's no trailer behind that. I think I showed you that already. And she had to get Grandma's pressure washer. She broke the inlet off the one she was using. Kind of sucks. Sprinkler's still going out there, and I never made it out there. It's actually right where the gopher is that reappeared over there. Actually, the carriage is probably about 20 feet past the gopher. But it's going. No major leaks other than the one at the reel. And I wish I had room for 2 more trailers back here, because I got another one almost like a flatbed that I still haven't gotten possession of, but I own it. I got the title. And my short trailer's up on the hill, parked underneath a tree. Not the best place for it, but out of the way. And I guess that's about it for the day. I'm going to go in and relax. It's not as hot as it could be. Hot enough that half of them are down there chilling out, the other half are wandering around eating. But it is muggier than hell, in case you couldn't tell. Oh yeah, she got the cherry picker cleaned up, and I got it that far. I got it there right before Ron got here, so I didn't get any farther with that. That's what tomorrow's for, right? So thank you all for watching. Hope you all had a good day, and let's hope for a good Friday, because today was a lot like a Monday.